Welcome to Healing Lives. Real stories of recovery through stem cell therapy at Stem Cell Healing Institute.
It's a good question, and I think it has some layered answers. I'll try to be brief. The medication got a little more aggressive under the care of traumatologists, muscle relaxants, pain pills, not NSAIDs, but prescription pain medicines that didn't work for me, really. I mean, sometimes it sort of took the edge off. As I guess most people know, they have other side effects that were difficult for me. And I saw an acupuncturist who comes to Lake Atitlán, this expat community, for half a year. He's from Austin, Texas. And he was the one who first mentioned, there's a stem cell treatment that worked for, and so-and-so across the lake. And I said, yes. And he said, well, both she and her partner seem to have benefited from these stem cell treatments, and you might want to talk to them. So I talked to Mona, who both she and her partner had stem cell treatments with you people in the city. And basically, she didn't give me advice. She just said the first step would be to do your research, and the second step would be to talk to Lucia, who's the doctor's very wonderful, accessible assistant who speaks perfect English, and ask her all your questions. And then if that seems interesting and worth pursuing, then you take it from there and you speak to Dr. Zara. So I was at a point where I had already consulted with 2 different traumatologists here in Guatemala. That doesn't solve the problem. I was a little skeptical because, as I mentioned, it had been the better part of 6 months and nothing seemed to help. Sometimes I was able to alleviate the pain for a little while, an hour or 2, or maybe longer. So then I was at a point, maybe not very happy about it, but where I thought, okay, from what I understand, this situation is only going to deteriorate. I was not happy about the prospect of going under the knife, and I was considering, all right, if I do have to do that, if that's my last option, should I do it in the United States or should I do it in Guatemala? I believe it was in the meantime, there was another option with the Stem Cell Healing Institute. And I just got to a point and it just felt like, okay, it's time for a leap of faith, and I'm using that term very with intention because for anybody out there who might ever be hearing what I'm saying, the whole process of healing through this method is about faith. It's a miracle on a cellular level. It's a miracle on, for lack of a better word, a spiritual level. Because somehow I've always felt that there is a possibility to grow toward your really true potential in life. Mm-hmm. And this was a one hell of a jump start. I'm just barely 3 months out from my stem cell treatment, and I'm back to teaching yoga again. Part of this experience is very particular. I think it's not just the science, but I think it's how Zara has created the treatment and how you have partnered with her in how you two have created an incredibly user-friendly, safe place for people like me. Every single thing has changed for me. Everything in my life has changed. I mean, life has just become so more vital. All the information I got was about what's going to happen and what to expect, which is different for everybody, and what is going to help you afterwards. All those kinds of things was repeated to me in several different ways and really clearly. Everything was printed out. Everything was verbalized to me. I was reminded. You guys were great with a follow-up. I was joking with Zara, I think the last time I spoke to her, and I said, it'd be nice if I could find something else wrong with me and come back for another stem cell treatment. The one thing that I was really, really nervous about is pain. And I liked the idea that I was not getting full-on anesthesia, but rather sedation, because I know that's easier on the body. But the thought that, what if it's painful? What if pain breaks through and I feel it? And I felt absolutely no pain. I would say, talk to Lucia, see how that goes for you. Ask your questions, let her ask her question, see what that is about, and then see if you want to pursue a conversation with Dr. Zara. You've got nothing to lose. They'll give you all the time in the world. See how that makes you feel and then do it. Why would you not do that? I'm not going to guarantee that anybody's had the experience that I've had, which has not just been a game changer with my symptoms, but a life changer in every way possible.